The Lupidium alpine, commonly called the Edelweiss, is a well-known mountain flower belonging to the Asteraceae, which is daisy or sunflower family. The plant prefers rocky limestone places at about 1,800 to 3,000 meters, which is about 5,900 to 9,800 feet. So neutrally mountain terrain, and non-toxic, but has been used traditionally in folk medicine and has remedied against abnormalities and respiratory diseases. The dense hair appears on the adaptation of high altitudes, protecting the plant from severe cold. Of course, when you see the Edelweiss, it looks a bit fuzzy, it looks like cotton. So the ultraviolet, and also from ultraviolet radiation, because it's high up in the sun, it's high up in the Alps, so the more sunlight it may get from the Alps, even though it might be a bit chilly, the sun still hits the mountain, so that's what you get. As a scarce, short-lived flower, it is found in remote mountainous areas. The plant has been used as a symbol for alpinism, so the Jagger, the Alpines, the Blue Devils, aka the chasses, right? They're called the chasses, and it is known to symbolize also rugged beauty, so raw beauty and power, raw beauty and purity associated with the Alp mountains and the Carpathians, and also is the national symbol, especially in Austria, Bulgaria, Romania, Slovenia, and of course Switzerland, and a non-official flower of corpses for the German, as I said again, Jaggers, Alpines, and the Schuster. According to folk tradition, giving this flower to a loved one is a promise of dedication as well. So it is a military symbol, a love symbol, and a symbol of pure beauty and the Alps. The flower's common name derives from the German word Edelweiss, which is a compound of edel, noble, and weib, white, so noble, white. Okay, the Edelweib was the one of several region names for the plant and entered wide usage during the first half of the 19th century in the context of alpine tourism. Alternate names include Chatzin, Talpan, Catpos, and the older Wellblume wallflower, because I said flowers for cotton-like appearance is to protect from the ultraviolet radiation of the sun. So these names are referencing the woolly part, what looks like a woolly flower, which was actually given to the flower in the 1600s. So flowers was well known before the 19th century and a traditional symbol of the nation states. The scientific name in Latinization for the Greek Leon Ponzion, lion's paw. The first scientific name for the Latumbium alpinum, which was validly published according to the current binomial nomenclature in Galhampelum alpinum in the first edition of the 1783 book of Lianos Specie Plantorum. Okay, that was a bit much. Since 1822, Castini Leontopidum has no longer been considered part of the Galpium genus, but classified alongside it as a distant genus, which was within the Galfanine tribe. In 2003, the Edelweiss, aka the Leontombium alpinum, which was reclassified as a subspecies of the Leontopium Leontopondium nival. Thus, the Alpine Edelweiss is the current recognized as being divided into two subspecies, the nival and the alpinum. In the 19th century, the Edelweiss became the symbol of the rugged purity of the Alpine region and its native inhabitants. In Berthold Achbach's novel Edelweiss, The Difference of the Alpines, in Berthold Achbach's novel Edelweiss in 1861, the difficulties of the Alpinists to acquire an Edelweiss flower was exaggerated to the point of claiming the possession of one of the proof of unusual daringness. This idea at the time became part of the popular mythology of the early alpinism. Edelweiss' novel appeared in English translation in 1869, prefaced with the quote attribute of Randolph Waldo Emerson. There, a flower known as botanist, one of the same genus of the summer plant called life everlasting, a Galnopium like that, which grows in the most inaccessible cliffs of the Tyrolese mountains, where the claimants did hardly venture, which was the hunter, tempted by its beauty, by his love for and amusedly valued by the Swiss maidens, climbed the cliff together and is sometimes found dead at the foot with the flower in his hand. It was called by botanists the Galopilum. It was called the Edelweiss by the Swiss Edelweiss, which signifies noble purity. Yeah, that was so much German and French. Unsere Han das Edelweiss, dom beluchte, the gas root, such hot nur a Schniefsinn gemocht und gele Dorf war ist tot Dojo, das hat nun an Schniffer gemocht und gesagt war ist tot. Ha titi pia I titi pia where we Moselle Brass a ti joie. Lenotopirium alpium. Daisnoste blom hidia nota ish dosh dash Edelweiss. Dai shinere shlok zum hira blam gerhol miasu e gresji doljo daisherin slut zam hira bum gaihol miaso e glistere dam